I went ice fishing on Lake Champlain, and later in the video, I made the best fish sandwich ever. Snow rift. We're going deep for these guys. See if we can get to a school out here. Right here, I think it's gonna be the spot. Oh, there we go. Okay. Got our jig. Usually put about 2-3 maggots on. Start 2. Let's see how this goes. No perch. Yep, so I'm letting this sink down to the bottom. Fishing on the bottom for these yellow perch. Jig tipped with a maggot. Ooh, there we go, first cast. Nice. He's not big though. Small one. Pretty fish though. See you, bud. Could be in a school home. There's one. Look at that. Yellow perch on the jig. Jig and maggot. Too small to keep though. Ooh, there's one. On the bottom again. Nothing big. Love their fins. Their fins are so cool. Yellow perch. Yellow perch. Small guy. Throw him back. See you, bud. There we go. There's one. Seems like a nicer fish. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh. Wow. That is a huge perch. Wow. On the jig and maggot. I need the pliers on this thing. That is a huge perch. Wow. Look at that thing. Beautiful. Beautiful perch. You just can't beat it. Wow. Oh, he's still on. I didn't even realize that. He was still on. Look at that. Little guy. Ooh, there's one. That feels like a nicer fish. Ooh, yeah. Nice perch. Look at that guy. Beautiful little perch. Back he goes. Another perch. Perchy perch. Beautiful. There's one. I felt that bite. Nice. Beautiful one. Really nice looking fish. Wow. Look at that. Really looking pretty looking fish. Love the fins. Back it goes. Beautiful day on Lake Champlain. It was a long day on the water. Ended up catching quite a few yellow perch, some really nice ones too. Now I'm back in my apartment. What we're gonna do is we're gonna fillet these perch up, and I'm gonna make for you my favorite rendition of a fish sandwich, a yellow perch fish sandwich. I think it's the best way to eat it, and we'll see what you guys think too. So I'm excited to cook and show you guys how I cook. I think cooking is such an important part of life, and cooking is a big part of my life. I do it almost every single day, and yeah, I think it's even cooler when you go out and you fish and you catch a bunch of fish and then you cook what you catch. So maybe you can use versions of my recipe to make your own best fish sandwich. This is my first time cooking on the channel, so I'm pretty excited to show you guys how I like to cook and how I like to eat. So let's do it. There we go. There's the haul of perch. Some definitely nice ones that we got. Beautiful colored up fish. All in cold water. These should be absolutely delicious. Really nice looking fish. This was the biggest one of the day. I don't have a length on it. Nice looking jumbo perch. This can be delicious for a sandwich. So here we go. We got our perch that we're gonna be filleting up. What I like to do is I kind of like to wash the perch off. That kind of gets a little bit of the slime coat off. Kind of freshens up the fish a little bit, but get them nice and washed off. This is a really nice one. It's about a 12, 13 incher. Really nice big jumbo perch out of Lake Champlain. So what you'll need to do this is a fillet knife. So I just got a little fillet knife. You can get these pretty much anywhere at Walmart or whatever, but I do recommend that you get a really sharp fillet knife, but you could also get a knife sharpener like this and just kind of run this through a couple times to kind of sharpen your blade. A sharp fillet knife makes your life that much easier. So this is pretty interesting. Before I started cutting this fish, it did have some regurgitation, and this is what this perch has been eating. So more fish. This looks like a baby largemouth. So a baby largemouth bass, which is nuts. And then some other smaller bait fish. I'm not sure what they are, maybe shad or another forage fish, but yeah, that looks like a largemouth that this fish was eating. So the larger the perch, the more they kind of switch to that, you know, bigger prey items. So a lot of times fish. That's pretty cool. The fish are cleaned, got really nice fillets, and these were both also, the two fish that I cleaned were both females. So I got a bunch of eggs that we're gonna do a little bit of egg dessert with. And so we'll make a fish sandwich, and for our dessert, we're gonna make some eggs for dessert. To start for making our fish sandwiches, you wanna make sure that your fillets are pretty dry. So what I usually do is I usually take a couple of paper towels, I'll kind of pat them dry, make sure they're nice and dry, because that's gonna be important for when it comes to the batter. So you're gonna take your fillets, make sure they're nice and dry. So what we're doing for our coating is that we have like a cornmeal coating. Unfortunately, they didn't have my favorite cornmeal coating, which is the Louisiana coating fish batter. It's cornmeal. You can get it at the store usually, but my store, for whatever reason, did not have any. So I just kind of made my own. I just put a little cornmeal and a little flour and then some cayenne pepper. So the way that we're cooking these fish is a little bit different than the traditional way that people fry fish, but I really like this way to do it with the perch for perch sandwiches. I have a cast iron skillet is where we're gonna be actually frying the fish in. So instead of oil, I have a little bit of Kerrygold butter. I really like this pure Irish butter. I think it gives it a really nice, rich flavor instead of the oil. Anytime that I could use butter, it's probably not the most healthiest, but I'm going with the butter over the oil. So what I usually like to do for the butter, take a nice hearty portion of butter, get it in the cast iron, get it going. This might take a little bit of time for this to kind of warm up, but Yeah, instead of the oil, we're gonna do a little butter. I think it just comes out a little bit better. So what we can do right now is we can make our tartar sauce. Really, the main ingredients are some relish. I like the sweet relish just because I have a sweet tooth, but you could use dill relish too. And then also some mayo. Hellman's works great, Miracle Whip, whatever you kind of prefer. But we'll kind of start with just adding some mayo, kind of as a base. So we got some nice mayo. That'll be probably good for right now. Then we'll get our sweet relish. Take a scoop of our sweet relish. And I'm a big, I don't really measure too much, so I usually kind of just eyeball it. That looks about right. Kind of stir it up. Tartar sauce, I feel like when you make it by yourself is just so much better than buying it from the store. So I usually try to just, you know, make my own. We'll take a little bit of a lemon. Make sure you don't get the seeds in there. So I always try to catch the seeds. Squeeze a little bit of lemon there, get that citrus going on. Looks about right. And then I also like just adding a little bit of Red Hot or, you know, your favorite kind of hot sauce. I think it just adds a little bit of kick that I do enjoy in a tartar sauce. But again, play with it, see what you like, see what you don't like. And then stir it up. So that mayo's ready to rock and roll. Super basic, super easy, but it's essential for the fish sandwich. All right, so this is exactly what we want. You can see that butter, it's boiling. It's exactly where we want it to be. This is gonna be great for frying our fish for our sandwiches. That is looking perfect. And the way that we do this is we have our cornmeal and our flour mixture. Again, get Louisiana, that stuff is awesome. It's just didn't have it at the store. We're gonna take our dry fillets, really delicious looking perch fillet, dip it in one side, two side, get it all up in there, all coated. Really, really nice and coated. That's looking awesome. And then that's all it really takes. And then into the butter it goes. So we're gonna do that for each of them. Look at that, we can all get them all in there. And now they're cooking nice. You can see it boiling and that butter boiling and bubbling and caking up on all that stuff. So it looks awesome. While these fish are cooking right now, I'm gonna go cut some lettuce. It's gonna be an essential part of the sandwich. Go ahead and get this lettuce open. My mom always yelled at me growing up that I need to wash the lettuce. So if my mom's washing, I gotta make sure I wash this lettuce. Wash the lettuce, make it all nice. Get some pieces. Really, I kind of just like them chunks like this, so once they're nice and washed, they're good to go. I really like using Iceberg lettuce. I just think it's got that nice crisp. Not too, I don't know what the right word is for romaine or spinach or another leafy green, but I just feel like this has that almost like a sweet flavor, and I really think it goes well with the fish sandwich that I like making. So make sure it's all nice and clean. Make my mom happy that it's all nice and clean and washed. Making our way back to our fish. These are looking awesome. We'll give them a quick flip. Oh yeah, perfect. Nice little flip. They're cooking perfectly. Look at that. Nice and golden brown. Exactly the way I like them. That cornmeal does a good job giving that nice little crunch to it. And while these are cooking, we'll kind of construct the rest of our sandwich. All right, so let's start putting together the sandwich. I just got these really basic, easy sesame seed buns. Obviously, there's probably better buns out there, but I like the sesame seed. It kind of reminds me of, I don't know, going out to like fast food or something. There's something maybe nostalgic about it. So I always just use the sesame. I do like the flavor of them. Super basic. I don't toast it or anything like that. I think there's enough crunch from the fish and the lettuce to be good enough. So I like putting together the sandwiches. You got your two buns. I like putting tartar sauce on both sides of the bun. So take a little bit of tartar sauce. Boom. Boom. I'm kind of a big tartar sauce person. So we'll get it nice and spread out. Nice and spread out. So that's ready to rock and roll. Let's go check out our fish. Those are looking phenomenal. The nice thing about cooking with butter, I feel, is just it just adds that like hearty, richer flavor to it. I just really think it's just awesome. Oh, our fish are perfect. These are perfectly cooked. You don't want to overcook your fish. These are absolutely done. Take them out. Oh man, they look phenomenal. Look at that. Gorgeous. And we're gonna turn down this for right now, but we're gonna come back and we're gonna cook our dessert, our eggs. All right, perfect. Got our fish, we got our buns, we got our lettuce. That's all you need. That's all you need to make this perfect sandwich. So what we'll do, take the fish, put it onto the sandwich. I'm gonna kind of load this thing up. Do little like Lincoln logs of these fillets. Oh, looks phenomenal. Perfect. Add a little bit of lettuce. I think the lettuce adds that nice crunch, and I like the iceberg like I was saying. It's a little bit sweet. Absolutely delicious. Boom. Perfect. Take the bun. I'm always someone just put a little bit more tartar sauce. I love this stuff. Boom. Let's get a cross section of it. That thing is looking beefy. That thing is looking awesome. Smush it down. Gotta get the nice smush. And we'll cut it, get a cross section. Oh, that just sounds phenomenal, looks phenomenal. Oh, wow. That right there, my friends, is a fish sandwich and a half. Wow. Oh my Lord, look at that. Delicious. Oh, wow. All right, here we go. About to try it. All right, hopefully you can see me. About to try the sandwich. This is my rendition of my favorite fish sandwich. Just caught these fish today. These are, I mean, you can't get fresher than that. Looks absolutely phenomenal. All right, here we go, first bite. Mmm. Oh my gosh. I sat down, I went to edit, watching the footage back, and I see I got a huge bit of tartar sauce on the corner of my lip. Oh gosh. Hey, it's my first time doing the cooking YouTube. You gotta cut me some slack. It's just ridiculous. You can't beat it. You really can't. It's so complex. You got the freshness of the fish. You got the crunchiness from the lettuce. The tartar sauce is sweet, but a little bit spicy from the red hot. Seriously, you guys gotta check out this recipe for this fish sandwich. I really do think it's the best one I've ever had. And to get fresh perch, you cannot beat it. Oh my gosh. Mmm. Oh, I love a fish sandwich. All right, last bite. Mmm. That was absolutely delicious. Let's get back. Let's make these eggs. Let's get a little dessert, and yeah, we'll call it a day. Okay, now for our fish eggs. You can see these are all perch eggs. Don't want these to go to waste, so we're gonna fry these up and we're gonna make a little dessert. So we'll add a little bit more butter, because who doesn't like butter? Make sure this doesn't burn too bad. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add the eggs straight to the pan of butter. Kind of let it sit down, and then we're gonna add a little bit of honey on top of them. So I'm gonna make them a little bit sweet. Add a little bit of salt. We're gonna see how this is for a dessert. So here they go on the pan. Beautiful. Make sure we get all of them. Oh yeah. You don't have to cook these super long. They should cook up pretty quickly. Yeah, you can see them kind of cook up. Oh, it's cracking. It's crackling. A little bit of honey, kind of make it sweet. I don't think a dessert is a dessert without a glass of milk, so I'm gonna pour a glass of milk. I always go whole milk. And I always get so much flack for this, but I always put ice cubes in my milk. Just really like cold milk. All right, these are looking really nice. You don't want to burn it, but you almost want to let that honey almost caramelize. So these are getting pretty dang close. And these guys are ready to go. They're done. So turn it off. Okay, so yeah, you got the sweet, salty eggs. Let's give them a shot. Sweet, salty dessert, yellow perch caviar. Let's try it. First bite, they're pretty hot. Oh man, that's pretty good. The consistency of it is super interesting. You got the little caviar, it's like, but you got the sweetness and also the saltiness and like the savoriness of the eggs. It's pretty solid. Next time you guys catch a adult female yellow perch, save the eggs and do something with them. Yeah, I just think using the whole fish is important. It's definitely not a bad way to end the meal. Sweet, salty, savory, caviar. Can't beat it. Don't forget the glass of milk. Whole milk is best. So good. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I had a great day. Loved being outside. First day ice fishing on Lake Champlain. Caught a bunch of nice yellow perch. Brought them home, filleted them, made the best fish sandwich I think I could ever make. And then I ended with a dessert of caviar. I mean, all in all, great day. Please let me know what you guys think about the recipe. I always want to get better and I always want to try to improve what I make. Food is so important to my life, so anything that you guys think would make this dish better, let me know. I'm super interested to see what everyone thinks about these recipes. But again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate all the support and we'll see you next time.